Right, okay, so today we're having a look at something slightly different. Today we're going to have a look at this UMC 32-inch HD ready LED TV. So it's basic. Well, it's your basic cheap TV, really. But as you can see, this one's got a bit of a problem whereby the text and everything on the screen is all slanted over, and the field is off. It's like it's halfway down the screen. So as you can see there, that should be in the middle, and in fact, because it's slanted, it's actually overlapping and wrapping around the other side of the screen. So that's definitely not too good. So basically, like I say, this is a really cheap, bog standard TV. Nothing particularly special about it, to be honest, but my future in-laws TV is on the blink, and I managed to blag this one off a mate who said I could have it if I could fix it, which was really nice of him. So so if I can get this working, I go in the good books. So that is the intention. So having had done a little bit of research around this, it turns out that there is a little EEPROM on this TV, which sits in the board designation U8. It's a small little 8-pin Winbond EEPROM, which apparently is susceptible to getting power spikes and then corrupting the information within. And then it causes this scan loop. So as you'll notice there, it flicks around to 100 and then just goes right back to the beginning and does it all again and causes this slanted text as well. So I've actually ordered a brand new IC from a place called homesupplies.co.uk. It was £22 for it pre-programmed, and it's arrived the very next day after ordering it, so that's superb. So if you do need one of those little ICs to actually repair one of these sets, then I highly recommend them. I do actually have a programmer, but I had no means of actually getting the data for the chips, so it would have been cool if I could have programmed my own. But in the end, I just thought I'd bugger it and ended up with the IC. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the board out of this TV, we're going to get it on the desk, we're going to change the IC over for the new part, and we're going to reassemble, and hopefully we're going to have a nice new working TV out of it for the price of about 22 quid delivered. So we will, like I say, we'll get this stripped down now, and wish me luck. Right, okay, ladies and gentlemen, and we have just removed the AV board out of that TV, because that is where the offending IC sits, and as you can see, the model number on this is a TMSD306.69A12023, and that can be found in many sort of supermarket own brands and cheaper one hung low TV sets. Basically there are several manufacturers of these types of things. So you got the Turkish Vestel's, which do a lot of sort of lower end branded TVs, and some of the cheaper Sharp and Toshibas, and then you've got Sky Media, which do a lot of the sort of homemade sort of supermarket TVs and things like that. So this board can be found in lots of different TVs, UMCs, Akamai's, JMB's, all that sort of stuff. And the same can be said for the Vestel's, but these particular boards are Sky Media. Not to be confused at all with Sky TV, it's a completely different company, just in case anybody's wondering out there. But, excuse me, still got this back end of this terrible cold I had that's doing my head in now. But as you can see, components wise, caps and everything are all looking absolutely fine on this set. The U8 IC we're going to be replacing today is this one just here, where my tweezers are currently sat. So what we're going to do is we are going to, and I will just spin this around so it's facing me and you probably get a little bit of a better view of it as well. First of all, we're going to apply a touch of flux to the legs of this IC, and then we're going to get our hot air wand, which on 485 degrees C at 100 litres of air per minute for this airflow setting, and we're just going to put some fume extraction on as well. Okay, so my apologies if it gets a little bit noisy here. So we're just heating in the area around the IC. And there we are, the IC's off. So that was the old, you can see it, that was the old offending part there, little 8-pin IC there, 8-pin EEPROM. Which is fit for the dustbin. Our nice new one is here, so I'm just going to get some scissors and we're going to get this out of the packet and then we'll install it. Okay, so we found some scissors and we're just opening up the packet now. Let's get this little IC out. So you might notice that on the top left hand corner as you're looking at it there is a little dot on the corner of the IC. That denotes pin 1, and there is also a little arrow registration mark there next door to the first pin of the IC, which tells you where pin 1 needs to line up. So that little dot needs to line up to that little demarcation triangle there, which tells you where pin 1 needs to go. That helps you orient the chip the right way around. Just going to pop a dab of flux on the contact points. We'll add a drop of leaded solder while we're here. Okay, so we're just going to line our EEPROM up now. And we'll tack the first leg down into position. Rinse and repeat for the other legs. Just going to apply a tiny little bit more flux to these back pins and a bit more heat. Okay, so that IC is now in position. Get rid of the fume extractor. I'm sure it's a little bit noisy down the microphone for you, so we'll get rid of that. We're just going to pop a dab of IPA onto the board now, and then just give it a quick rub over, just to remove any old traces of flux or anything like that on there. Any sort of contaminants we might have got on there from the replacement process. I'm just going to give it a quick wipe over with a Q-tip. And there we go. So, see if we can get you a better view of that now. As you can see there now, that little IC is all changed over and is nicely soldered into place. All the legs are nicely soldered down now, and all looking nice and shiny. So that's really cool. So we will get this board back in the TV, and we'll see if it works. Right, okay, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. We have stuck the board back in the TV, and we've reattached the stand now. So it's actually stood up on its own 2 feet. So we're going to give this a test. Now, the lighting in this room is absolutely appalling. So I've had to nick my desk lamp to stick above the TV just to give us a bit of light to actually be able to see what we're doing. Anyway, we've got the remote and some fresh batteries, so let's power it on. There we go, so we've got HDMI, so you can see it's not scanning anymore. It's actually switched over to HDMI 1. Now there's no aerial or anything plugged into the back of this thing. So we're not going to get a free view picture or anything of that sort, but as you can see, that is where it would be. So let's see if we can find a HDMI source to plug into this, and let's see if we get any picture. But for the moment, that's looking a lot better than it was. It's all working very nicely now. Actually, no, I won't do that, because coming to think of it, old YouTube doesn't like you doing that, does it? So let's pick one of our own videos. Hi there, guys, and welcome to this quick update video. Who's that frightfully handsome fella? I'm conscious of the fact. Anyway, there we go. So as you can see, everything's working nicely there now, and this TV is ready to go. So hopefully that's going to get me a few browning points, and I will see you guys on the next vid. So thank you from me, and bye bye for now.